What was your first thought when you heard that ours was the second highest scoring culture that Culture Outcomes has ever measured? Were you surprised, or was this something you expected?
Amazing. I think what we do is we focus on, as a team, that we focus on providing the best care that we can provide to the patients and their families. So we do that every day, so that didn't surprise me at all that we did so well.
I think for us, one of the most important achievements was that we scored nearly 30 points higher than the average healthcare organization. Why do you think that is?
That doesn't surprise me. I think working at Liberty Commons Broadreach is one of the best places on Cape Cod. And I think people strive to come there, whether they're patients that need placement for rehab or people that are looking for a place to work.
From your work experience and occasionally visiting other facilities, do you think there is a tangible difference between Broadreach and other healthcare organizations?
Absolutely. The quality of care, the compassion, the communication between the staff of Broadreach Hospice and the staff when you are going into the facilities to communicate with them. Absolutely, I would say the most would be the care and the compassion that we give to them.
It's clear that our culture has a positive impact on our work with patients, but let's try reversing it for a second. Do you think our patients influence our organizational culture?
Absolutely. I think that overall it's a give and take. We bring culture, our culture to them, they bring their culture to us, and we have to give and take back and forth. It absolutely shapes the environment that we're all in and our culture.
So looking forward, the survey showed that, in general, our community wants more accountability. What does that mean to you?
It means you need to be responsible on a daily basis to complete your job. It affects your staff. It affects the patients that you're taking care of on a daily basis if something is not done.
When you were filling out the survey, what thoughts did you have about working here? Were there any other thoughts the survey didn't capture?
No, the survey was pretty much thorough, and for the past 16 years I've been working here. I love what I do. It gives me the drive to come to work to make a difference in our residents' daily living.
In terms of survey response, I found it remarkable that our team does not operate from a place of fear. Why do you think that is?
Fortunately, I've never worked in a place where I had fear, and seems like the most safe environment I've ever worked in. And I've worked for the post office in Boston.
The top values that drive Broadreach's team are caring, compassion, and accountability. How do you think that affects our work with patients?
Okay, there's always room for improvement, for accountability. We have to be responsible for our actions. We have to admit when we go wrong and do apologize. For caring, that's what we do. We care for our residents, our co-workers, everybody. For compassion, it's to do what they can't do for themselves.
What would you say you most value about your colleagues? Are there any attributes that really stand out?
Well, I'm in the kitchen most of the time, and I see what the RSAs do out front and how much time they spend with all the residents, and I really respect that. I just have to come out every once in a while and make jokes and go back to the kitchen, and back in the kitchen, we all back each other up.
In terms of our current cultural values at Broadreach, caring shows up again. Have you noticed that our team seems to really act from a place of care?
On a daily basis, I see that. People seem to enjoy their job. They come in with a positive attitude. They go to work and strive for communication, teamwork, whatever the scenario is during the daily routine.
To that end, do you think care is the attribute that best defines Broadreach?
I think what defines our Broadreach hospice is compassion, caring, empathy, and I think that that sets us apart from a lot of other facilities that we go into and other companies that, go in and take care of people. But yes, I would have to say those three things is what I would say would be a great attribute.
So looking forward, the survey showed that, in general, our community wants more accountability. What does that mean to you?
It means you need to be responsible on a daily basis to complete your job. It affects your staff. It affects the patients that you're taking care of on a daily basis if something is not done.
Some of the other areas of improvement we saw were a better work-life balance and improved mentorship. Are there any other areas we're missing?
I think communication is always a big one across the board. No matter how good the communication is, it can always be a little bit better.
What would you say about the Broadreach culture to someone who was thinking about applying to work for us? What's something you might not know from the outside looking in?
Well, I've been here 10 years. It's a strong, stable company. Enjoy working here. And from the kitchen point of view, I've been in the resorts and the hotels, and I kind of feel like this is a little boutique hotel.
Are you proud for having contributed to such a positive and successful culture?
Definitely 100%, because Broadreach sells volume. So I'm proud to be a part of this establishment.